Hi, my name is Jeremy Duke, and I am the founder and chief analyst of Synergy Research Group. Earlier this month, we published the latest series of market share reports focused on the cloud market for both equipment and services. Our results highlighted some very interesting leadership changes. The biggest one, which surprised many, was the first time Cisco surpassed IBM and HP as a leading equipment vendor for both service provider data center and total cloud infrastructure equipment. Given some of the surprises in the first quarter results, as you can imagine, we've been getting a lot of questions from the press and industry as a whole. I would like to take a step back with you and take a look behind the scenes on how Synergy tracks the cloud infrastructure equipment market and how we determine our quarterly results. The world of communications is in a disruptive phase where data centers are increasingly delivering digital content and services over sophisticated high-speed networks. This is defining a new service consumption model and a new way in which individuals, organizations, and machines interact. We are finding that as these networks are transforming, the traditional approach of how to count and measure them becomes increasingly more difficult. Interesting enough, when I launched Synergy back in 1999, I was faced with similar challenges when we were the first to publish market shares and forecasts on the emerging IP telephony and voice over IP markets. Our approach to defining and sizing cloud begins with our extensive database covering the data center equipment market. The nuts and bolts of this process is that each and every quarter, Synergy surveys over 50 vendors across 12 different data center equipment markets in the networking, server, and storage industries. Once we collect and build data from these quarterly surveys, we cross-check the data via a rigorous research process, which includes cross-checking public financial data, as well as extensive secondary research and interviews. Once the vendor data is collected and verified, the data sets are placed into our database platform. In the database, we then split the data center equipment metrics into two main groups of enterprise and service provider data. When the data center numbers are broken into these two major segments, we further work with the vendors and industry to build an overlay model which identifies data center equipment that is deployed for cloud services. This process enables us to define, count, and build the tracking of private and hybrid cloud equipment, which represents a subset of our enterprise data center numbers, and public cloud equipment, which represents a subset of our service provider data center metrics. Also as a cross-check, in conjunction with our research partner Telegeography, we survey and analyze over 80 leading service providers deploying cloud services worldwide. In total, we count and identify over 50 discrete data center equipment markets that we classify as deployed for cloud services. When data for these 50 segments are verified, we then build the total cloud equipment revenues and shipments from the aggregation of all these segments. In this short video, I do hope I've been able to clearly describe Synergy's segmentation approach and methodology of cloud. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to your feedback.